Another episode of Dirt, Grain, and Steel. This is Wilson. I'm Brandon. And this is your favorite dad strength. So, this will be part 2 of the collapsed tanker repair. So far, where we left off, I was cutting the top hole in the top of the tank to weld in the lid, put the lid back in. So far, I've got everything welded up except across the bottom. I'm going to work on that right now. Overhead welding, oh yay. Get the shit burn out of you. And then we're going to move on to putting our frame back together. And then putting the jacks back on it. And doing a little touch-up paint here and there and stuff. And putting the wiring back together, putting the air lines back together, and then it's ready to go out the door until we have a little time later to finish what we wanted to do for seed corn storage and plumbing it for a pump and all that. We're going to be out of time here pretty soon. We got other projects we got to get on to in the excavating side of everything. So this will get put on the back burner for a little bit, which is all right, gives us a break from the project. And we're probably going to adventure into engine swapping the old 850 John Deere B dozer we have out back. So we'll probably do that because we got a project that we could really use it on. And Dad's Strengths talked me into swapping the motors in it. So I think we're going to do that. Are you going to practice TIG welding right now? No. He's got to be quiet, so he's going to TIG weld some aluminum for a while. I told him to get real good at it, and I'll get him a job TIG welding. So, but anyways, that's where we're at so far. So I'm going to get that welding done, get the frame all fixed, put back together, and then we're going to move on to putting the jacks back on it. So, if you would, give me a like and a subscribe on this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. So I'm getting more subscribers, and it's giving me more incentive to make more good videos. Ordered some better camera equipment the other day, trying to get some better sound quality because I realized on part 1 of this video the plasma cutter sounds really funny and it just doesn't sound like you're sitting there right next to it. So I've decided it's time to upgrade to some better cameras, some better sound quality equipment. So should be some better video quality coming out here pretty soon. So, well, I'm going to get started. So, we're in the process of welding the frame back together. Dad's Strengths welding the piece of C-channel back in, and then we're going to put the bottom piece in. And we've staggered our joints for some more strength. That's the way you should do it. Some guys say just, line them all up and weld them together. Well, we like to stagger our joints. That way we have a little more strength that way. Seen a lot of stretched semi-tractors that broke in half because of not staggering joints. And that's just not the way to do it. You shouldn't just butt weld the frames together. So, anyways, we're going to get the other piece put in under that, and then this side will be complete. And then we can move on to the other side. Then all we got left to do is really put the jacks on it, and it's done. It can go out the door. So, oh, I forgot. I got to weld all the way around on the inside. Oh, and put the lid on. But other than that, it's done. It's almost done. We're getting there. We're on the downhill side of this project now. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful morning. We're not in quarantine. I mean, well, if you call the big shop quarantine, that's fine with me. Or my little shop being quarantined, that'd be fine, as long as I got some tools to work with and plenty of supplies. But anyways, this morning, I'm going to get inside the tank and I'm going to weld it all the way around on the inside. I've got it welded all the way around on the outside. The overhead welding's done on the bottom, which that wasn't fun. So, but it's done. So Dad's Strengths out with Bobcat getting me a pallet, and what we are going to do is, since our Power MIG 200's a good sized welder, We were going to put it on a pallet and pick it up there, but I just don't feel safe doing that. So what I'm going to do, and the leads aren't, well, I suppose the leads are plenty long, but I don't like them hanging down through the hole. I'd rather have them, you know, on the floor like normal. So what I'm going to do is I brought the Forney Easy Weld 140 MP from home, which it will fit down through the top hole. So I won't have my leads and stuff hanging over my head and all that. So I'm going to drop it down through the hole. We're going to lift it up there on a pallet with the Bobcat, and I'll just scoot it over and drop it right down the hole. It only weighs, what, 25 pounds, so it's easy to handle. And then I'll be able to weld all the way around the inside easily. So we're going to get that pallet in here, get everything up top. I've got a fan rigged up to evacuate the smoke out of the tank as I weld. So that'll keep me some fresh air in, or I open the back valve so it'll draw fresh air through the back valve and up through, and the fan will suck the smoke out. Always remember when you weld in confined spaces like this to evacuate the smoke so you're not dying of smoke inhalation or whatever. So that's where we're at so far. We got this side frame we got to finish up. We got to put the other C channel under here. This one's going to run from here up under the front for a little ways. Going to weld that in, put the jacks back on, and then I'm going to do all the replumbing and rewiring of the trailer brakes and trailer cord for the lights and turn signals and all that. So kind of excited to weld some stainless steel with the Forney Easy Weld. I haven't welded any with it yet. So far everything's been going really good. So Dad's strength is here now, so we're gonna get everything put on the pallet and lift it up there so that we can get welding this morning. So I'm in here in the tanker, gonna get started welding. Got the welder down in here, got the fan going for ventilation. So gonna weld all the way around, and then we are done on the inside of this tank. It's kind of an echo in here, so I don't know how good the sound's gonna be, but I'm gonna get welding and get this done and out of here. So fan's drawing quite a bit of air, I can feel it, so we should have plenty of ventilation. So let's get at it. Well, there we go. We're all finished welding all the way around. It all looks good, except for some stops and starts, but just had to change positions while I was welding. And it's hard to stay on your knees that long welding. I mean, knees kind of hurt after a while, but should have brought me some sort of pad to kneel on or something. But yep, 4140 done a really good job in here. It was really easy to get it down in here. Fan worked good to keep the smoke out, so I'm happy that this is over with. It'll be good and strong now, and be able to finish everything up outside and put the lid back on it, and this part will be done. So we're in the process of putting our lid back in. He's going to complete the last weld, and we are done with putting the lid in. Well, we got our lid all back on, and now we're doing our second pressure check. The first one, we found 3 imperfections in the welds that were leaking a little bit, just a tiny bit. So we ground them out, welded them back up. So now we're doing our second pressure check, gonna get it up to about 15 pounds, and then we're gonna check them all again. So all that length of welding with only three imperfections, I don't think is too bad. And you can tell it was from where we started and stopped because of the tack welds. So hopefully this time it passes. I'll be really happy. At least I didn't have to get back inside to weld anything because it was all stuff that I could weld from the outside. It wasn't where it's doubled at the bottom, so that was a good thing. So we're gonna test it again and see what happens. Well, we have finished our pressure checks on the tank. It is completely sealed up now. There are no leaks anywhere. We got most of the frame done. We started putting the jacks back on it. So we're going to get them done today. Completely done. We got to put the pipe across that connect the two together, so when you crank one, it cranks the other one. So there's the other one right there. We're going to get it put on, and Dad's Strength is going to finish welding the frame on this side. And we got one more piece that we got to put down here. I got to cut that out for him yet. So if we have a good day today and not have to go do anything else, we should have it finished up. So, well, other than, like I said, putting all the seed storage and the pump and all that, but structurally the tank will be completely finished. So we're gonna get started here this morning, and I think we've only got probably 20 hours in this project. No, not even that. 15 hours probably in this project so far, and it's all went so nice. So I'm just glad I only had like 3-4 spots that leaked, and they were just small leaks. I mean, nothing. They would have probably rusted shut, honestly. But I went ahead and I welded them all back up, ground them out, welded them up. So, but anyways, I'm gonna get some pieces cut out and get started this morning. So, we got a little time, so we're working on the tanker today. I got these braces put in. The original tanker had them, so I'm going to put them back in. Actually, the ladder goes on one at the top, and then the other one's a brace. They're both braced, but you got to have them for the ladder to go back on. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Right now I've got this C-channel all marked out. I'm going to get it cut and get one of these braces made, and then it'll fit in the in between the saddles on this side. They're going to go right there, and nice thing is it'll just give the tank some more strength. We got the frame all finished up. It's all welded back together. That's all done. The only thing really left to do is do the rest of the plumbing for the air lines and the trailer plug-in. So once I get these done, I can get the ladder thrown back on it, and then I'm going to move on to rewiring it and replumbing it, and then it'll be ready to go outside. We're going to put some water in it, and we know it doesn't leak with air, but we're going to put some water in it and shake it back and forth and try to rinse out the grinder shavings and all that out of it so that it's not plugging up our fertilizer screen on our corn planter. So this project is almost done. I'm going to run a vent down off the top of the lid with a hose. That way it'll vent when we're unloading so it doesn't suck shut like it did before. So, I mean, this project's going pretty well. I mean, I'm half tempted to go buy another tanker that was collapsed and fix it. This one's went so easy. So I'm going to get to work and get these cut out and get them welded on, get that ladder remounted, and then we'll be done. So I'm going to get these C-panels cut out and ready to go on that other side. Going to be using our Thermodynamics Cutmaster 52 to cut these out. I took my forming back home. Cut out, we're ready to go. Well, we're back here in the shop this morning. Got a little time, so decided to finish some things up on the tanker. finally getting the hang of this gimbal now, understanding how it works. So I'm a little steadier. So what we've got done is we got the ladder put back on. I finished welding that back on this morning. I know it's offset to the lid, but that's okay because the jack is right there under it, which it makes me no difference. It's all right. It's a little offset. I'm not really too concerned about it. But I got the braces all welded in. Them are all welded in, welded up. The tank is now officially, completely put back together. Everything. So she's ready to roll out of the shop now. Well, I forgot the airlines and electric cord, but that's no big deal. That's the fabricating part is done. The steel work is complete. So I'm going to do some painting, and then it's done. So we got a little time this morning, so we're going to work on a tanker trailer. We got our airlines and our trailer cord run out the front. We stuck a fish tape through, and Dad's strength's under there. He taped it all up, and I pulled it through, and now we're going to reconnect all this right here, and should be able to pull the trailer out of the shop today. And Dad's doing some plumbing on the back for the fertilizer pump to go on. So he's going to get that done. We're going to mount this pump back here, put a valve in and stuff, and he'll be ready to haul fertilizer. So we're going to plumb up our airlines this morning and work on our trailer cord. Always remember to put that first. I left plenty extra in case that we ever need to fix this, or need to cut these off and make them different. Kind of a bad angle down there. Can't really get the wrench on it straight. When you hit the tank. Now, from the video when we undone all this, or took all this apart, remember I slant cut this one because that meant it was the red side. So now that we got that one connected, we can cut this one off straight because we don't need to remember that anymore. That's some tough stuff. Must be some older airline. So, nut first. And this. Must be a little bit of a burr at the end of our pipe there. Yep, there's a burr. And that. work back in the trailer. Wilson! 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 Come here! Well, you don't want nothing to do with me today, I guess. There's not much room to work in here, that's for sure. Plus these angles and the tank right here, you can see how the wrench hits the tank. Oh, we'll get her. Should be good. Now I got to get this trailer cord prepared and get this one taken apart, and we can put that on. Move the camera a little bit. Okay, let's see. Let's do this one at a time. Maybe we should get a new trailer plug. I don't know. This one's a little haggard. Well, maybe it'll be alright. Should probably put a little solder on these. I had all twisted up nice. Dad's strength must have beat him around for a while or something. Never know where it goes wrong when I leave. Green. Do red next. Yellow. Don't take it too far out and lose that little screw. We would be screwed. Man, why are them going so far in? Green wouldn't go that far in. I'll have to investigate that. I'm going to loosen green up, see if I can poke them in a little farther. Oh man, look at that green. That green is good and deep now. We were supposed to get some bad storms last night, but nothing ever happened. They were supposed to have large to extremely large hail. Never got any of that. The old cord. One of these is ground, and one of these was a hot wire for side light. Okay, so I gathered up some more supplies. Need some wire and stuff. So, we got a 50-50 chance here. We're not sure which wire is which. Yeah, I need a white wire. White's going to be red. Okay, where'd my butt connector just go? Oh. Where's that? Oh, here it is. Now this wire is for the lights on the side of the trailer. Should have left me a little more to work with. Should be just enough. There we go. This one here. Here. Now we have to make our ground wire. Now, these, they heat shrink and they solder. So once you get them crimped on, then you heat them up and they'll actually solder to your wire and heat shrink to it. This guy would be a torch. Good. Yeah, solder dripped out. I don't know if you can see it. It's right there. Now, I'll strip this end, because this will go in the plug. thunder?
Yep.
Hmm.
You shaking?
Yeah. Okay, tanker is officially finished. All done. So, we are done. Can't believe it's over with. You have to find another tanker project now. Kind of a fun project. I want to do another one. So Dad reminded me I got to put side lights on the trailer. I forgot all about these because they went out with one of the sections when we cut it out. So, got everything marked out. I'm going to put side lights on it. Well, tanker is completely finished, other than a little painting. I got to find out what color blue that is so I can paint everything as primered. But everything is done. Air lines are all plumbed back up, trailer cords all wired back up, lights, put lights back in the middle of it where they need to be, right there. Dad's got the pump all plumbed up, so it's ready to pump out of the tank to unload it. That's all done. We're just waiting on some hose. We're going to put like 15 foot of hose on it to go to the corn planter. So this project is done. So I hope everybody's enjoyed following this project. Like and subscribe to follow many more. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate the feedback. So I can't wait to make the next video. Who knows, maybe we'll go buy another collapsed tanker and fix another one. Because as easy as this one went, I think I'll do it again. So anyways, thanks for watching. Can't wait to make the next video for you. Well, there it is, all done, out in the sunlight. Turned out real nice. I like it. It's definitely going to be nice to use, that's for sure. So, well, we're going to go fill it with water and test our pump and all that out. So, that'll be the end of part 2 for this build. So I hope everybody enjoyed. If you like this, give me a like and a subscribe. I really appreciate it.